Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoilery gush video for Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I honestly don't have much to say about this because there's only so much gushing you can do about a book like this, but I did really adore and I did want to talk about it with people. I had such a good time reading this book, and there are so many different things that I just really appreciate about it. Number one, I loved the element of Ridge being deaf. I did not see that coming. I was not expecting that at all. I had wonderfully never been spoiled for that little tidbit, so when I saw that I was just like, this is a game changer. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. He writes music and just like, and that added a whole new level of just like connection and how the relationship was built. I just really appreciated that, and it just made music so much deeper, and how he had to like feel her singing, like stop. It was so great, and I was just not expecting that, and it was handled really well, and it wasn't handled like there was anything really wrong with him. And I really liked that, because sometimes when you have somebody with a disability or a sickness or anything like that, you have that be like their defining feature, and that really wasn't with him, and I just really appreciated it, and it was just like endearing, and it was just, I just loved that element of it because it was done so well. I also love that there's a soundtrack that goes along with this. As I said in my review, I really enjoyed that element of it and getting to listen to the songs as I was reading them, because I can't really put like music with words or anything, so I didn't really know how they were kind of supposed to sound, and so hearing them was wonderful, and I really appreciated that level of the story. My two favorite songs were Maybe Someday and Hold On To You. I just like those slower, kind of more angsty songs, I guess. I just really appreciated those. I like the other ones too, but I don't replay them. I've replayed Maybe Someday and Hold On To You multiple times since reading this book. I also thought the element of kind of cheating and being in love with somebody when you're in love with somebody else, that whole element being handled extremely well. When we are introduced to Maggie and you see how wonderful she is and her situation, because I knew that there was something going on with her. I thought she might have been sick, but I wasn't really sure. I wasn't sure how it was going to be handled, because the last thing I wanted to happen was to have her like pass away or something. I didn't want her to like die, because that just felt like a cop-out, so I was worried that might happen, and when that didn't happen I was so relieved. But I really appreciated how that was handled, because it was such a delicate situation, and with any other kinds of characters it would be like, you know, these two characters are being vile right now, and I did not feel that way with them. I was rooting for them, but also not, because I didn't want anything bad to happen with Maggie and Ridge, and it was just like pulled at your heartstrings because you don't really know what to do, and the whole title obviously is Maybe Someday, but you're just like sitting there like, I need you guys to be together, but I don't know if you can be, and like what? And so I felt all those emotions with them, and it was so angsty, but I do enjoy the angsty slow burn romances, and this was perfect for me. I loved everything about it. I just thought it was so well done, and the build-up was so great, and just the fact that you didn't know until the end if it was going to work out. Like, sometimes it'll be like, okay, a lot of this drama is happening, but I know you guys are going to work out and it's going to be fine, so like, stop and let's get over with. But this, like, I really didn't know. I was like, I don't know how this is going to get resolved. And then it finally did, and it was just like such a satisfying ending, and they're just so cute and perfect. I think they're my new favorite contemporary couple of all time. I just love them. And I get the hype behind Colleen Hoover. I knew the people had a reason for loving Colleen Hoover. I read Hopeless first and didn't really enjoy it that much. But this is beautiful and really a shining example of how great a writer she is and how great a storyteller she is. And I really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to read her other books. I have Confess on my shelf, and I also want to read Ugly Love really, really bad. So I hope they're as good as this one was. I know this is a lot of people's favorite, and I just adored it. I just adored it. And I understand why everyone loves it. So comment below and gush with me about this book and about what your favorite song was from the soundtrack, listen to it, and just everything about this, because it's wonderful, it's beautiful, and it's done so well, and I love it so much. I'm going to be thinking about it for a long time after this. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!